Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 181, I believe. Well, let's play Pillars of Eternity in IVATOPia. Let's get on, searching this tower. So we need to go upstairs, but let's check around here first. Another journal page, 11. Day 11, finally got out of the tower. To clear our heads, beasts take their power and we'll finish the study on our own terms, our own time. Just as I said, as much to Trindin's Trigdig, the sky came to life with strange light. Just as I said, as much. Oh, as you said it would do this. Okay, go. Sky came to life with stray lighting. I said it's good. It's a good omen. But the poor lad's spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep. So they're having a night away from it, basically. That's what it sounds like, and that's when we're in here. That's convenient. Okay, I think we've done this part, so we're up here now. Unclaimed stairs. A talk I can repair our companion's portrait if they have something new they wish to discuss with you. Oh, I haven't really looked at it for a while. Oh, good, it's the top. This actually reminds me of Tyranny. You know, them big towers on that. Find out how Irgun machine in Heritage Hill works. I found an ancient machine on top of the tower, and just as Arakan showed me, there's someone else up here. He might be able to tell me more. Oh, it's probably Finger. And does anyone have any conversations you want? No, not currently. Who's up here? You said someone's up here. Oh, there. Okay, he kind of looks like a zombie. Wait a minute. Is he doing this in the letter? You know what, we just read not long ago. Pages from Alan's journal. Oh, it's him. His journal. He does look like a zombie. Okay. Can I go to him in a minute? Standing near the device feels like being blown about by a storm gale. The stone steps hummed with energy. You know what, I think I'll save it too. Won't save it for over an episode, so... And it all saved anyway, so that's good. But just in case. 47 should be fine. Sure there's nothing else up here. Thought we have a little chatty with him. Okay, I guess it's just him then. Oh, that's cool. I admit that. It's a little blur, but still cool.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
Ready when you are.
Okay, let me just go and hold chat. Alhelm. A man hunches over the strange mechanism. His spine a sharp ridge, rising from his arched back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are molted green. A spoiled stench emits from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the arrogant pedestal. Where's the pedestal, isn't it? Only his barred teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
What happened to you? Who and what are you? Give me a reason not to cleave you in half. Well, we won't go straight for that. Tell me what happened to you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Calm down. He hisses. He smashes a fist into the iron pillar. His hand makes a crunching noise but doesn't bleed. You broke his hand?
Forgive me. Forgive me.
You tell me forgive. You want my forgiveness, or you want the forgiveness of the machine you just hit? He covers his face with his other hand.
Research. We
Clenches his
need
fist.
to do research on the tower.
Concentration.
Commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Alvin's lips twist in disgust. If I had a copper scroll for every fool animator whose thirst for knowledge led to a disaster, well, I never would have ended up Colin Valley. That's for sure. I can remember you hate animators. Keep talking, Alan. Stick to the present. When did the disaster start? That has nothing to do with the death in the streets. Focus. Whatever happened, I just need you to give me the facts, please.
Something happened on our 11th night.
Okay.
Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful.
So you created zombies in here.
We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower.
Uh-oh.
Wore a mask. Carried knives at his side.
So you sabotaged it.
A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
Okay, so basically the shadow, so to speak, or the guy with the daggers and that, who saw it and you just ignored, he started it. And more likely, he's probably the leader, or one of his members, who I'm after. As exciting as the prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that given mention of a machine and a masked figure, both, there's another... Yeah, I just explained that, seriously.
Years I've been doing this.
Since you're in a sudden burst of passion.
Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know
He's at the Forsaken district beneath the tower.
how this happened.
He gestures at the streets.
Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down, what does the machine have to do with souls? You do seem like you know a thing or two about flies. Don't really think it should be stolen at this point. Get to the point fast. Slow down, what do with souls?
No time to slow down.
But
But
tremor first runs through his
can
face.
explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is with this machine.
Looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away. So basically, while the machine's on, it's attracting undead, or it's turning people into undead. Either way, it's they won't leave this area because it's attracted like a magnet's getting at.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath?
He screws his fist into his eyes.
Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
How can I help? There was a stranger in the tower the night this happened. You're not like the ghouls in the street. What happened to the rest of your team? But that woman's not either, though, is she?
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him.
He hesitated, his lips working sadly as if he can't remember or can't say his name.
Spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
So basically, he turned the machine on, killed you, but your souls don't escape like they should. They're trapped in, as you call it, your husk, your dead body. That's why you had all the wounds and blood around you. So the machine doesn't turn you into zombies. It's when you're dead, you come back as undead, as zombies basically. And for some reason, she can keep her intelligence, and you can too. But she's getting good meals, so maybe you have, maybe you ate. You're because there's no one else in this area outside the boss. We killed 4 of them, didn't we? I was going to say maybe he ate some of his friends to keep his intelligence. But he's losing it a little bit because he couldn't remember the name of his assistant. How can I help you? Are the girls in the street?
Not yet.
Something girls arms
I
from.
will be.
Any grimness?
My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger
He heaves and wrenches.
The
I
only way
initiate.
to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
Exactly what she's doing. That's why she's too smart.
I'm not proud of any of it.
Scratches on his bare so
Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster.
I'm glad he didn't dive on us yet then.
You could help. Help me end this.
His eyes
Help me find sustenance.
glimmer and he licks his lips with cracked and shivered tongue. The rest of your team, before we say that.
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
Okay, how can I help?
Not your help I need, it's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful.
Oh, he's on about that person in the ladder, isn't he?
Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows
There
them.
it is.
She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Okay, so we'll find where she is. Wait, runes. The Erican runes. She can read them. He speaks of this feat so blandly. Let's talk instead of this Harridan. IVATOPIA, I'll pick her thoughts a time. She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. I wonder what to do with this. I'll get the words from Illidan. If Erica knows the control words, then I don't see why I need your help. So that was attacking. I'll get the foot. Because at the end of the day, if he's done, well, it doesn't say he's done the wrong. He has killed people, but it's because whoever turned this on has forced him to. So if we can to keep him alive and save him, we'll try it.
Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still.
It's not the woman over there, is it?
Prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps
By the time I reach his body.
you'll bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine.
There's an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of God's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, for not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. I need to speak with Erica in Heritage Hill. She apparently knows something important about the tower. This may be key to understanding the Learner's Key. That would explain why Erica was worried about this woman. The devouring animancer atop the promised to show me a way to strengthen myself if I get the command words. Okay. Completed, that was completed. Oh, okay. Niven was a Glanfair murderer. He was notorious for both his brutality and his ability to avoid capture by the tribe's best hunters. When he was finally captured and put to death, his body was burned in a secret. It could be buried. Yeah, buried in a secret place near Caliban Ridge. That's what you don't want to mess up, is it? The person's coming to be burned. Okay. No, he said buried. Oh, oopsie, he's kind of on fire. So I probably shouldn't be, someone who's doing promotions. Promotions? What the fudge am I on about? Sure. You know when you burn people, what's it called? Cremations. Thank you, cremations. We're doing cremations and burials. Where's the Undertaker? Okay, everybody in hopes. Secret net there. Right, we go. Ryo had given the unusual recommendation in the hopes that the Illiguardian ruin would capture the killer's soul and prevent it from returning to the wheel. During a recent cleansing celebration, an oral child stumbled across Nelven's grave. Not realizing what she had found, she told her parents, who guessed what it was and in turn told other members of their tribe. Within a day, Naran burial site had been plundered by a few foolhardy Gladfathers, fandoms, whatever. The body carried away for ritual purposes. All that remained was the ring finger from his right hand. The opposed the use of Niven's body for prepping sacred objects and will reward anyone who can return it to them. The hunt for Neron's remains proved difficult, as the Claphons lied insistently to cover for those who were responsible, and Olin Briswick helped Hothead sort the truth out, eventually covering every part of the dead murderer's body. Though the Claphons were more than willing to lie about what they had done, none of them turned violent when Hothead and Briswick confronted them. And Alphav ordered the Briswickle to bury the body in a new location that was less well-travelled than the paths near Gullivan Riddle. Upon returning to Samadou, Hothead realised that the Alan Faith had never asked for Niven's ring finger to be returned. Oh, you kept it. Okay. Nice. So, do we have anything to do with this while we're here? Was this completely finished? Oh, 10 hours. So we're almost completed this. There's no more missions. Okay, good. Okay, oh, and actually end this episode here, but let me just go down and check that's who I think it is. Go down to one level, proceed to the bottom. As I think it's that woman. So we'll obviously go there next episode, but I just want to get myself outside the house just in case.
Ready when you are.
Okay, we might as well D and speed up. So as we end this, will you please like the video? Please subscribe. Obviously, as you subscribe, if you haven't already, please hit the bell so you get notifications about it. If you want to put some comments, you can. And please take this video and share it with your friends, family, whoever you think will be interested in it. Share it. That'll be lovely of you, and thank you very much. And of course, watch more stuff on the channel and come back next week for the next episode of Pillars of Eternity. And I believe this is where we're heading. Let me just check. Hopefully she will instantly stop talking to me, because I can't have any episode. That's why I just did my bye everybody stuff. Oh, it is nice. So bye everybody.